go even further beyond!
Yeah, my name's Zakashi, and in this video we got a video request from Memeverse. That's my guy, and he wanted me to use a team of humans only, but this is actually very good timing, as into when I got the video request. I had it for a while, I'm not gonna lie, but I left it, and coincidentally enough they dropped the Super Warriors, and the Super Warriors is full of humans, full of them. But we're basically just gonna be running a Super Warriors team. I do run like Piccolo and whatnot, so it is a human only team, but I am going to run Piccolo once, I believe. I'm not gonna run Chaozu, that's no brainer. But I'm not even sure if Chaozu is a human. But the main lot we're looking at the blue Krillin, the purple Tien, purple Krillin as well, and the red Yamcha. Those are the main humans that I'm talking about, but it's just basically a Super Warrior team that we're going to be focusing on. So I'm just going to be showcasing practically the new Super Warrior units minus Baseball Yamcha, because he's been in the game for a while and I'm never going to touch him, which is why I never got him to 14 stars as well. There's no reason for me to use him in any situation. But before I get into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you press the subscribe button. We are on this grind to 10k subs, and let's go with 7k. All my social media on the left. This is the old video. This is the old layout. I had it for a minute, but the gameplay is pretty fresh, so don't watch that. Except this first gameplay, I believe. I had one gameplay from that toxic triple RP season that everybody complained about. But I mean, not then. That was too far ago. It's last season actually. I had a good game. With the Super Warriors, but I wanted to wait till the Super Warrior event actually finished so that I could have them at the maximum potential stars that I could get them to. So yeah, that's why I haven't haven't done this earlier than I could have. I actually saved it till the end of the event so I could have the maximum possible stars I could get on these units. So yeah, like I was going to say, all my social media links are on the left, but this is the old layout because I've had this video for a minute. Right there you can only see the YouTube, the Twitter, Twitch and Reddit, but in the description below there's also Instagram and a Discord link there, so make sure you join all of those or follow me, subscribe, whatever it is per social media platform. But yeah, let's get into actually showcasing these units. So I'm actually going to start with Yamcha, because Yamcha I mess with the most, honestly. Yamcha is probably the best in my opinion. His blast damage is insane. So going into him, he's a range type. I'm going to just skim through certain things that I find most interesting. So his blast attack is 196k in comparison to his strike attack, which is 173k. These are EXs, but his defenses were pretty good later on, or Tien. They're both pretty good late game. Like, they just get way better. He carries 2 blast darts. His special moves are Kamehameha, which you can actually teach to Charlotte. It deals major impact damage, plus 20% special move damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation. Now I find that pretty useless because like, if you get up a special move, the chances of you getting up another one back to back is pretty slim, so I don't like that. But it is what it is. The damage is there from the special move, the major impact damage, quote unquote. His green card, unlock key form of attack, plus 10% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and destroy all your strike arts cards, and increases damage inflicted based on the number of strike arts cards. So if you destroy 1 card, you get 10% extra damage, 2 cards 20%, and then 3 cards 35%, and it's all for 15 timer counts, so that's pretty good. It doesn't go more than 3, so you can't destroy 4. You don't get bonus for the extra 1. If we look at his main ability, this is why I really mess with him, and it's what actually helped me out a lot when using him. His main ability, One Shot at Victory, inflicts all enemies with no switching for 10 timer counts, restores own ki by 50. So the fact that there's no switching and he's a blast type unit is very good. He gets ki as well, so you can get off those blast darts, and more time because he carries blast darts, you're going to get that off. His C ability is to Super Warriors, and besides from that, I think that was pretty much it. It's his main ability that really caught my eye. His one unique ability, applies the following effects to self while there are 3 battle members remaining. So he's really good while you still have a full team, which is the Super Warrior team, which you actually get most buffs of. He gets 50% to blast damage inflicted, and it can't be cancelled as long as you have 3 members. And then he also increased the art card draw speed by 1 level, which is good. And then at the bottom of that one, it says 20% plus damage inflicted by allies when he's defeated. So Krillin and Tien would actually benefit from him being defeated, which is pretty good. So I mess with Yamcha, you can see, because I'm starting with him. But next, I do mess with Krillin because of his solar flare, but I'm actually going to Tien first. So EX Tien, he's green, he's a defense type. His strike and blast attack are more pretty much balanced. 182k strike, 184k blast. Defenses, they're alright. They're higher than Yamcha's. 137 strike defense, 144 blast defense. That's expected. He's a defense type. He carries 1 of each card, so a blast and a strike hearts. His special move I'm not a fan of. Try beam. Deals major impact damage. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade. -1 arts card draw speed level for 15 timer counts. That's what it does. But the way it just moves is weird. It hits with a delay. And I don't like that at all, but it doesn't change anything. It's just like my personal preference. His green card, unlock key form of speed, restores own vanish gauge by 40%, which is really good. Imagine if you get a full combo off with him, and then you get a green card at the end. You can actually get a full vanish step back, which is really nice. And it gradually restores allied tag super warrior or element green health for 15 timer counts for each timer count. So you've got that regeneration factor for your whole team, which is actually really good as well. I mess with him as well. His main ability restores in his own health by 25%, and it cancels own attribute downgrades, cancels enemy attribute upgrades. So all their buffs are going and all your debuffs are going, and all you need is 15 timer counts for that elapse. His main ability, Hone Spirit. His Z ability is obviously focusing on Super Warriors, but also the tag green. Yamcha's one was red and Super Warriors, which is expected, like they're Super Warriors. I didn't mention Yamcha's Z ability, what it actually does, but Tien's here is strike defense during battle. If I go back to Yamcha's quickly, his one is actually base blast, so I could have guessed that, to be honest, considering he carries 2 blast arts, but I messed with that. He's very blast based, and even though it's a very strike orientated meta, like I still like that. He does a lot of blast damage. It's a very different thing than we have currently in the meta. If we take his second unique ability, which I really like, reduces damage received by 20% until combo ends when changing cover. That's very useful. It's good to have one character that can actually absorb a lot of hits. And it also says at the bottom, applies the following effects to self per defeated tag super warrior or element green battle member when his character enters the battlefield. So he gets 40+% damage for every single defeated battle member that's a super warrior. So he's a good last standing unit, and plus 20% to key recovery. So those side steps, he's going to be regaining a lot of key, a lot. Now we got Krillin to end it off. Krillin here, EX purple. He's a support type as well. 2 support types out of the new Super Warriors. It is what it is. He has nothing too amazing. Like, he has a lower strike cost than Tien, but the blast attack is lower as well, but not by a lot. 178 strike attack, 182 blast attack. Defenses are lower, but he is a support type. He carries 2 blast arts as well, which is what makes Yamcha even better, because Yamcha has blast arts. But Krillin's blast arts, he carries 1 blast arts, which is able to restore ki, kind of like how Vegeta Blue gets 5 ki per strike arts. But this one, it needs a special strike art and blast arts. It has a special like design on the bottom left of the card, and you get 5 ki when you use that card. His special move, Destructo Disc. I love hearing that. I love it. It deals major slice damage, 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed on hit. The bleed is very slept on, and it does a lot of damage. I mess with bleed so much. Using Trunks, the Super Saiyan one that got a Zenkai, really good. I like using Trunks. And his green card that I spoke about earlier, Solar Flare, inflicts enemy with flash, restores your own ki by 50, which is really good. So you can actually get off your cards then because of the Solar Flare. Inflicts enemy attribute downgrade plus 30% to damage received for 10 timer counts too. So you're actually going to be dealing more damage just off getting the Solar Flare off. Now if we take his main ability, Pure Hearted Wish, reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 3, cancels ally attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, plus 30% to damage inflicted by allied tag Super Warrior element purple for 60 timer counts. So he makes Chaozu really good if you're using the Super Warrior team completely, but who's carrying 2 purples, not me. And just Super Warriors generally get that buff, that extra plus 30%, so they're actually looking very strong. He also buffs Super Warriors and his color, so purple, and he does blast defense during battle. His unique abilities pretty good for a support type. I'm gonna mention both of his. His first one, Super Warrior's Resolve, applies the following effects to self per tag Super Warrior or element purple battle member when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 20% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 10% for 10 timer counts, plus 20% to key recovery. So those are some pretty good buffs for Super Warriors. Like, this team is actually it has really good kits. Like, his second unique ability, Senzu Bean Support, applies the following effects to allies if own remaining health is 50% or below after enemy attack is over, and it only activates once, but it's pretty useful. So it restores all your teammates' health by 25%, which is really good. Plus 60% to key recovery, which is also really good, especially if you have 2 more allies left and his health is low. And then you also get plus 30% to damage inflicted by allies tag Super Warrior or element purple. Now from their kits, they're actually really good and I like them a lot, but realistically speaking, it's not a team that you should run, but for fun it was definitely fun, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would be much harder, but they do stand off pretty well against this, a meta fusion team and whatnot. You can see by the gameplay, honestly. But realistically, I don't recommend running them, but they did do a good job, like, keeping it 100. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this guy to 10k. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment. Like I said, all my social media links are in the description, so if you want to get me on any of those. But yeah, I'm just going to let this gameplay play out. I'm not going to say they're the strongest team, but you see their strengths. You see how well they can be utilized if you know how to use them. Do not sleep on this team, but at the same time, I don't recommend using them. It's just like a little fun in Legends that they're doing. Like, they need to move on and bring out the real deals in the game, but it is what it is. I see like they're trying to like fill out these characters while they can. But yeah, my name's Zakashi. I'm going to let the gameplay play out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ooh.
Okay, let's do this! Alright! The real match! In the end, obviously, Yamcha wins. I might actually die.
Turning up the heat!
The real match starts now. Here we go! Let's do this! Playtime is over! Here we go!
That was blue. Yeah.
I'm not through yet! Impossible! I lost? I'm not giving up! The reason... Let's do this! Take this a bit more serious. Come on, give me all you got!
I won, but I'm not sure how.